put our resident cookbook lover, Elizabeth, up to the challenge to pick out her favorite cookbooks to share with you. And boy, does she want to share.
Easy challenge. And I paired them with gift ideas for the holidays. So if you're thinking you have a foodie, you want to give a little gift, give them something to help them create some of the recipes in the cookbooks. Okay, are you ready?
Well, I want everybody to know, first of all, she is for real when it comes to the food thing, right? Well, you love to cook. You have cookbooks all over your house. So this is not easy for you to narrow it down to 5.
No, these are among my favorites. I'm not going to be so bold as to say that these are my only favorites. That would be a whole show. Yeah, okay, so we're going to start down here with my favorite baking cookbook. Now, there's a place in New York called the Magnolia Bakery.
Is that from Sex and the City?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you a regular watcher or what?
No.
Or did you hear me say that?
I've heard you guys talking.
Okay, good. Yes, it is. This was featured in Sex and the City. They're cupcakes then. After they were featured in Sex and the City, I mean, I'm not kidding, the line to get into the Magnolia Bakery, I stood in that line a couple of times, was like around the block. So they came out with a cookbook, the Magnolia Bakery cookbook, and this is my go-to. I just made a layer cake for my girlfriend this weekend out of the recipe there. So I thought you could get the Magnolia Bakery cookbook. I would go with the vanilla cake with the vanilla buttercream.
Sounds good.
That's like my favorite. You could get, we found some really fun things at Cooks of Crocus Hill. Like, look, this is a little cupcake holder.
That's cute.
And cute little cupcake papers. You could also do a cupcake tin, some really pretty little cupcake spatulas. And then this is the key, my friends, if you're gonna be making a layer cake or cupcakes, you've got to have an offset spatula. That is the key to frosting.
That's what that thing is.
Yeah.
We have one in our drawer at home.
Yeah, see, it's offset like that. So you can get the frosting on there.
That's great, good to know.
Yeah, it's awesome. So if you have someone who's maybe just starting out to bake, maybe you have, you know, a daughter or a son who's a little younger who just wants to start, the recipes are pretty easy for the most part, and you could get them something like this to get them started. Okay.
What's the next one?
Next up, this is the new Moosewood cookbook. This is the cookbook that got me cooking about 10 years ago, was when I got this book. And this is written by a woman named Molly Katzen. Now, the Moosewood is a restaurant in upstate New York that was really revolutionary because it was like one of the first vegetarian restaurants in the country.
Is that Itasca?
Ithaca. And so Itasca's here. This with the lake and the river starts. Okay, but so the Moosewood, I've never been to the restaurant, but I love this book, and my favorite thing about this book are the soup recipes. And when I first started cooking 10 years ago, I would look at the soup recipes, and when I would make them and then kind of add my own things to them, that gave me the confidence to then make something else and add my own twist to it and be creative. And so I thought you could get the Moosewood cookbook, which is like so cute because inside it's all handwritten. Molly Katzen has it handwritten, and then all of her little illustrations are so cute. And then I thought you could do, this is also available at Cooks of Crocus Hill, Le Creuset stock pots are so great for making soup, and they come in lots of different colors. So you could say, hey, this is, the soup recipes are really fun to start with. Maybe get the stock pot and then get the book.
I think we have this one on our shelf, if I'm not mistaken.
This is one of my new favorites. Okay, so this is True Food, and this is Dr. Andrew Weil. Now, Dr. Weil is like a pioneer in integrative medicine. So he heads up the integrative medicine program at University of Arizona. He is kind of an integrative medicine guru, if you will. So this cookbook is not all vegetarian. There is some meat in it, but he has some clear ideas about what kind of meat he eats and what he doesn't. And this cookbook is so good. And he has restaurants, True Food Kitchen restaurants. There's several of them, including one in Denver. And we don't have one here, so you can bring the book home. And my favorite thing is the kale salad recipe, okay? This is the kale salad. We had this at our Thanksgiving table. I actually recommended that Allison Kaplan from Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine, she was asking me what salad should I bring to Thanksgiving, and she doesn't cook at all. I said, make this salad, and she just told me today that it was a total hit.
Nice.
So to start, if you get someone this book, I thought you could get them a lovely big salad bowl. This one is by Martha Stewart, and it's available at Macy's. And then some really fun salad servers, which I have in the front, and these gold salad servers are from West Elm. So you can stop by and pick them up, and you kind of get like the rustic with the glam, and then the book.
These are a great idea. We got these for one for a wedding gift like 13 years ago.
You could have salad for 800 people in this bowl.
That's
800.
That's a hearty salad bowl.
You know what?
Jethro size.
You would like this kale salad. I'm going to make it for you and bring it to you.
That sounds good. So I was gone on Twin Cities Live when we did this cookbook.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us about this.
This is my new favorite. I am just loving Jeff and Zoe, who created this new artisan bread in 5 minutes a day. Now this is their new version of this book. They came on Twin Twin Cities Live, and I was just blown away and so motivated by them. I have had a big vat of dough in my fridge ever since they came here, and Jay, my husband, has been yelling, "What are you doing with my beer fridge? You are turning it into a bread fridge."
Oh, that's a fight that I would get into,
well, it's pretty good. He's okay with the bread. Okay. He likes that too. So if you're going to get this gift, a couple of things that I learned. This Danish dough whisk helps you mix the dough, and it's super easy. You mix up flour, water, yeast, and salt, and then just let it sit, and that's what makes it really easy. But that Danish dough whisk, I've made it with a wooden spoon and with the dough whisk, and it's a lot easier with that. And then the second thing is the oven thermometer, and they recommend that you actually check your oven to see if it's right on with temperature.
Accurate, right?
They say most of them are off. Mine was 15 degrees off.
No kidding.
And so I got the oven thermometer, and so if you get these two things, and the book, you can get someone that you love started baking bread, and they'll be so happy.
That's a great idea.
Okay, and then finally, really quickly, this one is called the Tupelo Honey Cafe Cookbook. This is from a restaurant in Asheville, North Carolina. I have never been there, but I can imagine that it's very cute. Their recipes in this book are super easy, and this was kind of a fluke book that I just picked up. And they're really easy, really simple, and delicious. And I thought it would be really fun to get this Tupelo Honey Cafe cookbook with a jar as a gift of local honey. That's Bear honey, and that's vanilla bean spoon honey that's available at Golden Fig in St. Paul.
We've had that before.
Oh my, you literally want to eat it with a spoon. So anyway, those are my ideas.
Very nice.
Thanks. And we have a link to all these cookbooks and my blog, Home to Homestead. I review lots of cookbooks there as well. You can go to TwinCitiesLive.com, and it is under food.
Coming up next on Twin Cities Live.